those that are not familiar with me, my name is Julius Kavanda. I have been in the crypto market space for the last 5 years down the line. And recently I was involved into trading. And then later I decided to switch from trading to go into what I call primary sources of cryptocurrencies, the generation of cryptocurrencies. And later I specified in DeFi, decentralized finance ecosystems. But then today, we have a very unusual opportunity. I usually like calling it is by surprise to be living at such a moment of drastic change in our lives. So I'll share my screen and take you through into today's simple understanding of the opportunity of Ora. So today, let's dig deep into Ora, and I'll try my level best to explain. So the project is called Ora, which most of you have started, especially those that are on the call. And those of you who have not yet started, we still welcome you into today's call, okay? So the project is called Ora, and Ora stands for Omniverse Reserve Architecture. And basically, you will be able to understand that Ora, the uniqueness of the project, has been developed in redefining Web3. Okay, Web3 has been changed by the coming of Ora into the DeFi ecosystem. By the way, by a stone fact, if we shall dig deep, Ora is one of the first ever ecosystems, according to me, that has a unique build-up, a very unique build-up, a very, very unique build-up. And it is very important that if you have already started, to pay a very close attention, because when we talk about Ora, we are talking about refi. And I'm going to dig deep. When we talk about refi, we are trying to define what is known as regenerative finance. Regenerative finance. Since economy has lived, since we moved into from Web 1, which was only reading on the internet, to Web 2, which involved reading and writing on the internet, to Web 3, where we are now, the use of cryptocurrencies, in short, owning part of the internet. The first ever, we have been talking about only DeFi, decentralized finance, but we had not yet described a new economy into crypto known as refi, which is regenerative finance. Regenerative finance. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to dig deep in giving you a deeper understanding on how regenerative finance works. This is the first ever ReFi project. In simple terms, regenerative finance is part of crypto and DeFi, and regenerative finance focuses on building systems. Listen to me here very clearly. On building systems that restore, these words are very key, in building systems that restore, in building systems that sustain, in building systems that grow real value. So when we talk about Ora, we are talking about a new ecosystem that sits in a category of ReFi, regenerative finance. ReFi is part of crypto and DeFi that focuses on building systems, systems that restore, systems that sustain and grow real value, not just extra profit. And one of the things you are going to find that are so unique with Ora, the value of the opportunity is so unique. Let me try to do plain explanation. Traditional finance and even some DeFi models only care about short-term gains. But when we talk about regenerative finance or ReFi, it is different. ReFi is designed, number one, to create long-term value. ReFi is built to create, to reward positive participation. That's why who is listening to me, once you participate in this ecosystem in a positive way, you will be rewarded. ReFi is different because it supports sustainable economic activity. And you are going to find that the profit comes from the growth of the ecosystem. Let me create an understanding of what is the difference between DeFi and ReFi that I'm talking about today, that Ora brings to us as an opportunity. DeFi, when people join DeFi, it is how fast can we make money? Decentralized finance. They usually ask, how fast can we make money? But when we come to regenerative finance, we are talking about how do we grow value in a way that keeps working tomorrow, next year, and beyond. That's why we say the Ora ecosystem can pay you 1% for the next 100 years. Because the system is built in order to provide a way in growing value that keeps working, keeps becoming sustainable tomorrow, next year, and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the ReFi model that we are talking about today, it focuses, number one, on sustainable tokenomics, the economics of a token. Number two, a fair reward distribution. The rewards are distributed fairly. Number three, which is most important, a transparent smart contract. And like we are going to go technical, you're going to see that the Ora ecosystem has a very transparent smart contract. And the reason why they are paying us very little money is because it focuses on long-term incentives. This 1%, it is very small because the system is focusing on paying us long-term. It focuses on long-term incentives, not short-term hype. Ladies and gentlemen, before we dig deep into Ora, it is important for you to understand that the first ever refi ecosystem called Ora, in blockchain understanding, it is a system that focuses on smart contract to remove manipulation. There's not going to be a day where you see pumps and dumps because the move of the project focuses on purely smart contract to remove manipulation. Number two, on-chain transparency. Everything we are going to discuss today, anybody across the world can be able to see what is happening on-chain. Number three, incentive systems that reward holding of the token, staking of the token, or staking and real participation. Number three, mechanisms that recycle value back in the ecosystem. So refi is about money that heals instead of money that drains. It is finance, ladies and gentlemen, built to last, not finance built to collapse. And with that simple introduction to refi, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you are enjoying this super morning class? Hey, we are looking at refi, regenerative finance. One of the first ever projects, like I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, there are even other several projects that are seated in regenerative finance. Let's first create a picture of understanding. Are we learning? Are we learning? Let me know. Are we learning? Yes. It is only when you partner with the crypto ambassadors that maybe you get to understand. So let's dig deep so that I open your eyes. Eh, let's dig deep so that I open your eyes. Okay. So we are gonna go to Chrome here, and we're gonna go to CoinMarketCap, and we're gonna find this token called Ora. Yes, and once we open the project, you can see that Ora is a refi. Can we all see this called refi? Okay. Now, you see, let's get into this project and see uh, and see hmm. You see, whenever you get into projects, whenever you get into any business, usually when you come to read about a project in CoinMarketCap, they will always give you other projects that resemble that project. They will always give you projects. But okay, let's do a deep engine search. Let's do a deep engine search with CoinMarketCap AI and see what it says about Ora. So it tells you that Omniverse ReFi Ora is a decentralized ecosystem that focuses on enabling transparent cross-chain value transfers. I want you to focus on these keywords today. It focuses on transparent cross-chain value transfers and settlements, that once value is money, is transferred on chain, it is settled, meaning it is rewarded to the people who deserve through verifiable on-chain infrastructure. It is a transparent, fast architecture. It is the first ever existing ecosystem on ReFi, regenerative finance, that is built with auditable processes and real-time data verification as its core. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the first people in this world to participate in regenerative finance. You are the first people in this world to benefit from profits that happen on transactions that are carried out on chain. Because in the past, people have not been benefiting. When we look at, for example, this year, Uniswap did transactions that are worth $1 trillion. But because there has not been a regenerative finance that allows people to benefit from transactions that are happening onto the blockchain, we have had an ever missing opportunity. And that's why tonight and this morning, the Oracle Foundation saw a gap in the finance ecosystem and came up with an amazing super strategy that allows you and me to participate in cross-chain transactions and earn money purely through that. And I want now to take the next 30 minutes to dig deep into how this happens. Are we ready? 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 Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right. So the traditional finance systems, even some DeFi ecosystems, have issues with not being transparent, being centralized. There is the risk of manipulation. Funds are not owned by the users. The, the profit sources are unclear, and everything depends on third parties. But Ora is saying, or Oracle Foundation is saying, the world needs a financial system that is transparent, a financial system that is automated, a financial system that cannot be manipulated. And that's what we are discussing today. And Aura is a new generational solution because, number one, it is an automated financial architecture that purely runs on smart contract. That is purely non-custodial, where funds remain in the wallet. An ecosystem that cannot be manipulated. An ecosystem that is automated on chain. Everything is happening onto the blockchain. An ecosystem that is self-running and self-balancing. An ecosystem that is fully transparent. When we talk about Aura, we are talking about an automated financial engine that is based on a blockchain. In other traditional systems, many people make money through robotic trading. Some make money through copy trading. Some have invested into what they call fund management schemes, whereby people put money into the ecosystem, and the only way they make money is when some people join or some people bring in money. Some put money into entrusted capital ecosystems, and some are just doing deposit schemes. But Aura is none of the above. Ladies and gentlemen, like I'm going to dig deep. Aura uses on-chain economic mechanisms that automatically regulate cash flow. Automatically, what happens on-chain is how you get paid. But then it is important that the technology that supports Aura sits on 6 principles. Are we still following? Are we still following? Or am I alone? Are we still following? Are we still following? Or am I alone? You know, today I'm discussing something new. Eh? Eh? Are we following? Are we learning? You see, at first I knew that I understand crypto. Because in my past experience of being in cryptocurrency, I thought that crypto is all about buying low and selling high. How many of you are like me? In my first understanding of cryptocurrencies, I thought that Cryptocurrencies, it's all about buying low and selling high. I thought that to participate in cryptocurrencies, it is all about finding profit, holding tokens. And when I joined DeFi, decentralized finance, I never knew there is regenerative finance. I have said it in the past, and I'll say it here, that cryptocurrency is innovative technology. And every single day, the people that come with better solutions into the crypto world will be able to create better playing spaces in the crypto world to create more value. Now imagine today, those of us following us on our social media platforms, we are saying you can be able to profit in crypto without trading, without doing robotic trading, without doing copy trading, without involving yourself in fund management schemes, without doing entrusted capital schemes, without you participating in deposit schemes, but you are able to profit on transactions that are happening onto the blockchain. And the technology that helps this to be possible, number one, because of a smart contract. Am I sharing my screen? Okay. Sorry. The technology. Number one, smart contract. The contract. Those of you who are not familiar with a smart contract, basically a smart contract is an encoded agreement that is seated on a blockchain. There is no admin key to edit and change. No custody. You don't send your funds to any third-party platform. Everything happens in your wallet on the smart contract. And everything that we are discussing is fully auditable onto the blockchain. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the security of your funds or the security of your money into cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is not created. It is not talked about. It is built from the foundation, the core values that create that utility. But like I've said before, it is important to ask ourselves, are blockchain transactions, have they been profitable? Let's look at the blockchain size today. As we speak right now, DeFi has a total value locked of 148 billion. The stable coins that exist onto the blockchain as we speak right now has over 296 billion. The decentralized exchange monthly volume, when we talk about decentralized exchanges, we are talking about Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and so many. The amount of money that has happened on chain through decentralized exchanges is over 268 billion. Man, But Uniswap alone has done over $1 trillion in a year. And 25% of the global spot trading. Spot trading means buying low and selling high. Is happening as we speak right now more on decentralized exchanges. So that's why I say blockchain is not the future. Blockchain is the present. Because in the above statistics, I've been able to share with you that blockchain already is moving volume. And so, Ora creates a new atmosphere. A new atmosphere where you can be able to benefit from transaction charges. And everything is automated because it's being done by a smart contract where you bring in a stable coin and earn a stable coin in return. And you are not sending your funds because the project is non-custodial. Now, with all this that I'm talking about, where does the money come from? My phone wants to go off. Let me put it on the charge here. Just a minute. Let me put, sorry guys, let me put my phone in the charger. Let me put my phone on the charger. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. So let's talk about where does Ora, because Ora is a stable coin staking protocol. You stake USDT and you earn USDT in return. Profit sources, number one, transaction fees. So you stake USDT and you earn USDT in return. You stake USDT and you earn USDT in return, number one. Every Ora transaction generates fees through purchases, through sales, through swaps and distributions. This is not ONF. ONF is also a project whose price fluctuates. You stake ONF and earn ONF. It is a deflationary token. Sorry, an inflationary token whose token supply increases. This is different. So every Ora transaction generates a fee. Yes, every Ora transaction generates a fee. Whether there is a ban of Ora, whether there is a production of liquidity, either there is a reward note, either there is a staking supply, all of this is causing, whether there is ecosystem strengthening, everything that happens on chain generates profit. And through this first source of transactions, Ora removes the middleman. Ora removes the middleman that have been enjoying the transaction fees and puts you in charge with earning from the transaction fees that happen on chain. Profit source number 2, the Ora profit source number 2 is what we call the profit tax. The profit tax. When funds come into the Ora project onto the smart contract, whether in liquidity, whether in buyback or burn, whether in reward nodes, whether in staking, every wallet that sells Ora at a profit is automatically charged with a 25% tax. Whenever someone makes a transaction, every Ora sale that happens in profit automatically creates a charge of 25%. So, Ora becomes anti-dump, Ora anti-well, and it becomes sustainable. So, money comes from transaction fees, and also whenever there is profit on any transaction, 25% is collected. 25% is collected by the smart contract. Very important. Profit source 3. Profit source 3. Ora has a second backup token called Ora. So there is Ora and there is also Ora. It has a backup engine. So every transaction that happens, the Oracle token is burnt immediately. Supply decreases every day, and the token is not available in the market. It's only available when people who want to earn it build a community around themselves. So once you build a community, you will be able to earn the Oracle token, which is a sub-token of Ora. And this token generates additional internal fees in the smart contract. So Ora is the second token of Ora project, a deflationary engine that supports Ora cash flow. So the ecosystem is able to generate money on chain. The ecosystem is able to generate profit on chain. And that is very important. Like, we are going to get a little bit technical. Why is Ora safe and trustworthy? Number one, there have been done what we call official audits. If you visit your X account, I don't know if I have X on this device of mine, but let's see. If you visit your X account, which was called Twitter, since I told you things here are very simple, they are auditable. And you come and look for an independent platform called Binet. This platform audits DeFi protocols. You can come on the 4th of December. It audited a project called Balance LP. On the 1st of December, it audited a project called Yan Finance. On 30th of November, it audited a project called Caripact. On 27th November, they created something on their ecosystem. But on the 23rd, they audited a project called Tron Bank Pro. On 20th, they audited a project called TriFi Protocol. 15th, they looked at balance sheets. But on the 13th of November, 2025, they audited a project called Ora, a regenerative finance ecosystem. I've seen someone has made you just pretend that you understand what you don't understand. But you can stay long pretending that you understand, yet you don't understand, unless you are willing to learn. Okay, so let's dig deep into Ora, a regenerative finance ecosystem project. And when you come here, you will be able to look at a smart contract audit report. Go to your X account, find it. It was done on the 12th of November, and it has 8 pages. I may not be able to dig deep. I cannot be able to dig deep. But here, you'll be able to find the audit scope that starts with the staking. You can visit Binance. They give you all the details. All the details. All the details. All the details of everything that is happening. And all this, here you see, people are getting staking rewards, people are staking, everything is here. People are registering, people are staking. 1 minute ago, these are staking. These ones are getting rewards. 10 seconds ago with detailed transactions. And everything, I'm picking it from this audit report, the node where Ora was built. I told you, everything is transparent. These are node people. They are earning what they call dividends because of owning the nodes. You want to look at Ora itself. This is an official audit report. Go to the annex account called Binet. And you can be able, this is Ora. Over 10,310 transactions. And Ora has been present for the last 35 days ago. It is a source code that is verifiable, that anybody can be able to follow. And you can dig deep into the contract. You can dig deep to read the contract. You can check the owner is already denounced. All these are accessible through this audit report. So they also dig deep and help you to see external visibility analysis, the state, and also dig deep into business security analysis. Can the owner transfer the token? All details, all details. This is an independent ecosystem that audits DeFi projects. And this audit report, ladies and gentlemen, you can locate it from your X account. So it has got official audit. Just go on X, find this account here called Binet or Binet or Binet or Binet. Go to 13th of November. And be able to analyze the project. That is the X account. Go through the audit report. This is an independent institution that audits DeFi projects. Go through their audit report. Find what sits in the smart contract. What is happening in the smart contract? Where are funds coming from? Where are results coming from? So that you make an informed decision. So number one, it has been able to have an official audit. And to me, no backdoors on a project, pure DeFi. No admin key. The supply is fixed 21 million, 100% on the smart contract, and all transactions are public. So security is based on protocol, not human promises. And Ora has a tokenomics of 21 million, 18 million already is into liquidity. And this is also verifiable. And 3 million are interacting with the contract. Where does the money come from? There is a transaction tax of 3.5%. And there is also a profit tax of 25%. Hey! And it has a sub-token called Ora, which also provides more value to the main token called Ora. And so the Ora staking system is simple. The smart contract has an instruction of a minimum of $100. You can stake for 1 day. You can stake for 7 days. You can stake for 15 days. You can stake for 30 days. And there is an auto compound that if you don't take away your profits, which have zero charge, the next day your profit also earns you another 1%. Profit claims anytime without charge, and capital return, which is in your wallet, but locked on a smart contract, can only be accessed after the contract has expired. The biggest question of the day, why is the Ora profit stable? Because of its sources. The Ora profit comes from transaction fees, profit tax, Ora deflationary, because whenever any transaction happens, the Ora token 0.5% is burned. Real on-chain cash flow, money is flowing on-chain on 2 different blockchains, and the smart contract automatically allocates the money back. So the profitability of Ora does not depend on recruits or deposits. It depends on the transaction fees, the profit tax, the Ora deflationary, and the real on-chain cash flow that happens, and the smart contract being able to distribute the profit across different people. Now, Ora has created an amazing dynamic linkage or a promotional system that for you to start enjoying profits from your people, yes, the minimum stake is $100, but it needs you to activate your account with at least 20 USDT. Sorry, 200 USDT. The direct referral, which is your first generation, will give you 10%, and your second generation 5%, not more than that. It has 9 ranks from S1 to S9. And for you to become an S1, your position requirement requires you to have staked 500 USDT. And your community performance is simple. Is your personal performance, the people you have brought yourself and they have staked. And when they look through your ecosystem, the smart contract looks through your ecosystem, and the weak legs, maybe I brought Julius and his personal performance and his team have staked 5,000. Then I have Peter, whose personal performance and his team, they have staked $10,000. Because Julius has a 5,000 stake, I'll become an S1. What is the benefit? I'll earn 5% when the team claims their profit. If they claim it daily, I'll earn daily. If they claim it monthly, we'll earn monthly, only 5%. But you also now get a benefit to enjoy the Ora quota. You can be able to buy Ora worth $2. So S2 is the same, 10%. You can buy Ora of 10 USDT. S3, 15%. You can buy Ora of 50 USDT. And S4, 20%. You can buy Ora of 200 USDT. But also here, when you get same rank status, you still benefit from 5% up to the last rank of S9. Yes. So in simple terms, ladies and gentlemen, take a registration link. Those of you are following me on TikTok, take a registration link by picking my number in the bio. But those of you who are with us on the Zoom here, take a registration link from the person who invited you onto our Zoom. Those following us on YouTube, you can also reach out. Then open a Token Pocket browser free of charge. Prepare USDT and some little BNB for gas fees, which could be $3 to $5. Choose a contract, which could be 1 day, 7 days, 15 days, or 30 days. Deposit and confirm, and your profit will appear. Thank you. Your profit will appear in the next 24 hours. Profit can be claimed anytime, and your capital is in your wallet, locked on a smart contract when the contract ends. I now want to go into questions, especially those of you on Zoom. I want to go into questions. I want to, especially the members, if you have a question that you need clarity about, okay, please feel free to ask it so that I help you understand, so that we don't make money when you are not making money. It's criminal. So for the first time, you can go to CoinMarketCap. For the first time, a ReFi project. A regenerative finance ecosystem is here. For all this time, we have only been talking about DeFi, but now we are talking about refi and DeFi. Okay, so let me get into these questions. Okay. Peter Crypto says, help us with the ranking structure. Just understand, once you start, the PDFs are available in our groups. Please pick them up. When your stake period ends, what percentage charge on withdraw profit? 0. Remember, guys, when you claim your profit, it has also made profit. So on that transaction, the smart contract automatically earns 25%. Give me a one if that is clear. So if your profit is $300, you will take your $300 because by the time you claim your $300, the smart contract is in a profit of $75. So the smart contract is already $350, $375. So it takes the 25% and gives you your profit of $300. Is the 10% from downers of their profit amount? No, it is not. It is not. When someone claims $10, the smart contract is in a profit of 12.5. It takes the 2.5 and it gives your person $10. Coach, how much is needed? Minimum $100 and BNB $3 to $5 because the transactions are happening on the Binance Smart Chain network. The PDF is already available on our groups. You can join us on Telegram. I'll post again. Staking Ora is the best more than staking ONF. Ora gives you stable coin. ONF gives you a fluctuating token. You make your personal decision. Of the two, me, I love both. As I tell people, I have no reasons of not earning from the rise of Bitcoin and from the rise of Ethereum. But it's also not criminal for me to participate in DeFi and refi and earn stable coins. So I personally earn ONF every day. I like it. Even by the way, yesterday I staked another 100 ONF to earn more ONF. But it's not criminal for me to also earn more USDT. Both stable and unstable is good. There is no better than, there is no less than. More questions? If no questions, ladies and gentlemen, today we are blessed that we are going to have a very important Zoom, a very, very important Zoom with the technical team. Yes, with the technical team. The link is going to be shared. It will be around, I think, 6 p.m. East Africa Standard Time, because it will be 11 p.m. Malaysian time. I think they are 5 hours ahead. So it will be around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., but the link is going to be shared on all our groups. Please make sure as you work with us, you are also onto our Telegram, because these days our WhatsApp jams a lot. So we have already opened our Ora Telegram channel, where we also keep you updated on what is happening across the globe in all our communities that exist in Indonesia, in China, in okay, so the link is there. You can also join the official Ora Telegram channel, which I'm also going to share. Does the know of people I refer, the number of people I refer matter? No, it doesn't matter. I showed you an account yesterday of a guy who has only 12 people in his team, but is an S3. your directs matter, and your weak lines matter. When will the second year period open? This is a decentralized autonomous organization. I believe soon there will be a DAO. People vote, and people will be able to get the 2-year staking happen. Okay. All right. So at around 6 p.m., we shall have a very important Zoom. I've been here for a full 1 hour sharing with you to give you a depth understanding about the Ora project. Allow me, if no more questions, 60 participants on Zoom. Thank you so much. It was really a privilege to have you here with us this perfect morning. So get back to the person who invited you to understand Ora staking. A very good, amazing project when it comes to staking, where you stake USDT and earn more USDT and be able to maximize in the crypto market space. So from me back to you. See you at 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. I'm going to share the link, and allow me wish you all the best. See you soon.